Now meet the new 33 Stradale, an ultra limited edition Alfa Romeo supercar, mid-engined, 620 brake horsepower, top speed of something like 206 miles per hour, 0 to 62 miles an hour in about 2.6 seconds. And as for the way it looks, well, the debt it owes its illustrious 60s forebear is so strong they haven't even bothered to change the name. But hey, when you've got a heritage as potent as Alfa Romeo's is, you may as well lean into it. This is one of those cars that actually, it's really good to see it in the flesh, because photos are great, but there's more complexity going on here than is actually immediately apparent. So the Scudetto, which is the Alfa Romeo shields, I mean, look at that. You can get it with a 3D effect. That's ribbed. It's beautiful. There's a pronounced kind of V section in the bonnet, which design chief Alejandro says is something that we'll see that in future more affordable Alfa Romeos. Let me check out the headlights. 60s Italian sports cars, like the Lamborghini Miura, for example, had big, expressive kind of headlight apertures. You know, they made the cars look like they had beautiful faces. Modern cars to me are just too aggressive looking. Everybody's angry and mad. The world's angry enough. We don't need any more anger. Although you can see their LEDs inset there, actually the apertures themselves are pretty open. Lovely volumes here. This whole front section is what Italians call a cofango, which is basically the whole front end, the front wings, the hood or the bonnet. It opens as one piece. Butterfly doors. Now, of course, a lot of modern supercars have those, but the original 33 Stradale pretty much pioneered them. I'm not allowed to touch them because there's a rather angry Italian man over there who's wagging his finger at me. Look at the way the doors eat into the roof. When you sit inside the car, it's like a cockpit. They love an aviation connection in the car industry. Big side intakes. Come to the rear of the 33 Stradale though, and things are a bit different. It's incredibly aggressive at the back. Is it its best angle? I don't know. The rear three quarters is often the best view for a mid-engine sports car. I mean, I love the way they've kind of chopped the top of the otherwise round rear light off. I love the V section. There's a V section at the front, which I think Alejandro, the head of Centro Stile, indicated would be a feature that we would see in future Alfa Romeos. That V section, well, we got it here, as you can see, just stops there, directly above the center of the rear diffuser. And it's actually, although it's a very sensual car with lots of curves and all the rest of it, there's some really nice kind of sharp kind of edges on it. And the way these rear lights kind of, I don't know, it's like a gun barrel or a cylinder, but this effect, the way they eat down into the rear wings is, well, it's probably one of my favorite features in a car I've seen for quite a long time, actually. Super cool. So obviously all the theatre and showbiz is with the exterior. And it's a very pretty car, although it is a very faithful homage to the original 67 33 Stradale. But inside, I think this might be the coolest interior I've seen for quite a long time. And do you know why? Because there's very little in it. Apparently the clients just went, nah, I don't want all that stuff. I don't want lots of connectivity. I don't want big screens all over the place. So we've got, super cool kind of split leather seats. You can spec it in Tributo form, which is, kind of, I don't know, typically stylish Italian, or Alfa Corsa, which is more racy, Alcantara, lots of exposed carbon fiber. But look at the steering wheel. It's got one job, which is to steer the car and connect the driver. No buttons whatsoever. A telescopic, they call it, instrument display there. Anodized aluminium, mechanical switches. And then to deepen the aviation kind of aspiration, more switchgear in the area, in the roof there, in the middle. And this lovely sweep across the dashboard with a kind of intersection somewhere over by the passenger. Basically, this car has one job, and one job only, and that is to entertain the driver. What a cabin. Fabulous.